All right, guys, welcome back to What You Should and Should Not Do, Billionaire Edition. In my videos, I've talked about different things, and for me, I would just say that if you were a billionaire that had enough money to buy a professional basketball team that was for sale because of all the issues that were going on there with the former owner and the senior level executives that worked within that organization, I would check your ego at the door so you don't end up right here where you are with someone like me. I often think about if I was a billionaire who owned a basketball team, would I be this deep in litigation without a defense? Speaking of defense, I really am curious as to what it's going to be as we go to trial. Are we going to be advising our employees to perjure themselves some more? Because we certainly don't seem to be wanting to take any type of accountability, and you don't seem to want to apologize even for anything like this. And it's just curious. I've wondered for almost 3 years that when this goes to trial, what's the defense going to be? And are your employees really going to get up on stand and perjure themselves some more? Hmm. But I can certainly tell you this. If I were a billionaire that owned a professional basketball team, I would never allow my ego to harm the organization that I purchased. I would never allow my ego to not do due diligence and vet information that was given to me from my senior executive team, from my HR team. I would have so thoroughly vetted this that we would either have settled by now or apologized by now or made sure that the stories that were told remain consistent for 3 years. Because part of the problem that I would have as a billionaire is seeing how the bouncing ball and the goalpost keeps moving when it comes to different stories. Now, when you are saying and trying to make justifications for why you fired somebody, shouldn't it just be the same issue? Should it bounce from one thing to another? We weren't satisfied with her work. Well, she uh, physically assaulted someone. She was stealing. Well, she was doing all these things. What are we talking about? I don't know. But I could certainly tell you that if I were a billionaire, there is no way on earth I would ever let my ego prevent me from doing what was right or prevent me from mitigating risks and damages to a brand that is very important to people here in the Valley. You know, I'm here from the Valley, born and raised. And I guess I'm just not sure what it is. Is it because I'm a female that you guys don't want to take accountability? Is it because I'm black? Is it because I'm autistic? Is it because it's the trifecta? I'm black, I'm a female, and I'm autistic? Neurodiverse and neurospicy, and you would just like to put me in my place for having the audacity to talk out loud about the things that happened to me? I could tell you that if I was a billionaire, I would never let my ego get to a place where a former employee like myself, who was hired because the NBA mandated you to change your organization because things that were so bad, still has a viable case after 3 years that you're struggling to figure out how to defend within legal limits, I would add. I don't know. I don't know. It's just all very curious. And it just makes me wonder, did you think you were going to get away with it? I'm starting to think the answer was yes.